I hesitate to point towards like how am I doing versus everybody else because everybody else has different goals.
And they're just wondering to themselves, like, I wonder where I am. Like, what is my current financial health? Is there some sort of a self-administered, like, self-check that you can do to take a look at your situation and be like, okay, I'm doing okay? Or how to identify those red flags right away that need to be healed that maybe you weren't even aware of?
I hesitate to point towards like how am I doing versus everybody else because everybody else has different goals, ambitions, and may or may not be doing as well. I mean, if you're like the average, I don't know how it is in Canada, but the average American is not doing that great financially, could be doing a lot better. First thing I'd look for is high interest rate debt. So to anything over like 8 to 10% is something you probably want to get knocked out as quickly as you can. And then, like I said, coming up with goals and finding a way to work towards those goals. They did a study, they created this app where they grouped people together and said, like, here's your peers, here's how much you're spending on groceries versus your peers, here's how much you're spending on rent versus your peers. And what they found was is that people that were doing worse than their peers in certain areas were like multiple times more likely to stop using the app. So instead of like trying to get better, they would just like throw their hands up and say, I'm not even going to look at it because it made them feel bad. And if it makes you feel bad, you're probably not going to be looking at it. And so I would hesitate to go try to say, how am I doing compared to everybody else? Because you look and you say, oh my goodness, I'm doing way better than average. I'm going to, let off the gas a little bit and average isn't that good. Or you're like way behind average and you just throw your hands up and say, oh, there's no hope. So I would hesitate trying to compare yourself to everybody else.